What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. We are all still beaming from the Loki finale. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch it by now, and Marvel Studios knows while we're all in the good feelings left over from that finale, it's the perfect time to announce all the delays to their upcoming slate, and in light of the fact that the SAG-AFTRA strike has finally been resolved. That being said, we have the brand new Marvel Studios release slate now through the end of 2025, and for their next 4 films, we're going to go through it in full, tell you when those dates are, what's moved, what's changed, and talk about some of the details specifically for Brave New World, why that's getting massive reshoots. After bombing a test screening, we also have news about the Thunderbolts and what might cause that to even be delayed further than the new announcements today. We're breaking it all down, the new theatrical release slate for Marvel Studios through the end of 2025. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, and in fact, we'll be announcing the first of 2 winners in this video. We'll also have a winner announcement tomorrow. Again, last chance to be entered to win tomorrow's announcement. Just be a subscriber, leave a comment down below. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll announce a brand new PS5 winner and get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So we all knew upon resolution of the SAG-AFTRA strike that Marvel Studios was going to have to address next year's slate, but I don't think a lot of us saw what was coming. There is only going to be one movie coming out next year from Marvel Studios, and that is Deadpool. That has now been moved officially from May 3rd, 2024 to July 26th, 2024. And again, as of right now, it will be the only Marvel movie to release next year. That's because Captain America Brave New World, which has bounced around a couple of 2024 release dates, has now officially been moved from July 26th, where Deadpool now is, to February 14th, 2025. The reason for this is massive reshoots due to a test screening we are going to talk about in just a second. Thunderbolts was previously December 20th, 2024. That will now come out in July of 2025. And Blade, which was previously slated for that February 2025 release date that Captain America Brave New World is currently in, will be slid all the way back to November 7th, 2025. So while we will only get Deadpool next summer as the only movie from Marvel Studios, 2025 will see us back to 3 Marvel movies: Captain America 4, Thunderbolts, and Blade. And of course, even though it's not mentioned in this article, if Fantastic Four is still coming out in 2025 in that May slot, then we'd actually get 4 Marvel movies in 2025. I'm not sure that they're willing to overload a theatrical calendar like that, and considering these were the 3 dates they announced, part of me believes that a Fantastic Four delay announcement until 2026 is imminent. But I'm not going to put that out there in the universe. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it's still slotted for May, and 2025 is actually going to have 4 movies, which will be bonkers. Now, the problem with Captain America is apparently a test screening led to it absolutely bombing. It's now going to undergo reportedly extensive reshoots for 3 major sequences, which have delayed it a year, which is crazy. The irony here, thinking that that was the only project that Marvel Studios had done and now needs the most massive of reshoots. They are prioritizing Deadpool, and it's even been said that they're going to be heading back to filming and in the next couple of days, maybe by the beginning of next week. There's also a huge problem facing the Thunderbolts, as it's being reported now that David Harbour is probably going to have to film on Stranger Things 5, and that there's a good chance that takes first seat, meaning it'll be priority for him to be on set for Stranger Things over being on set for the Thunderbolts, which could lead to even more filming delays for that movie. That's why it's been pushed the furthest out, and honestly could end up getting pushed even further. But don't believe any of the rumors you've heard up till now about it possibly being canceled. That movie is still a go. Alongside projects like Vision Quest, which were rumored to be canceled, it's all just being reworked and reprioritized by Marvel Studios on a new timeline. Now, don't worry about there only being 1 movie coming out next year. Number 1, the ROI, the bang for your buck on Deadpool and Wolverine, is going to be huge, so I actually don't mind the fact that they're going to cut it down to 1 really important movie next year, focus all our energy and attention on that for the theatrical releases. But if you've listened to some of our previous videos, and I can run them down for you now, what's going on, next year is actually chock full of Marvel content. It'll just be on the Disney Plus side. You've got What If, supposed to go live in less than a month, which will overlap with them dumping all of Echo onto Disney Plus Netflix style in January, or maybe the season will end right as Echo goes live. Then we're going to get the new Agatha series alongside a rumored Halloween special called The Witch's Road towards the end of the year, so that's already 2 TV shows. Plus, we know confirmed from Kevin Feige we're also getting X-Men 97 to debut next year, and there's possibly 1 other TV project that could show up. So there will still be a ton of Marvel going all year long. Again, I don't mind that there's only one Marvel movie coming out next year. We'll be back to 3 movies before you know it, and it could be a good thing for them to get a little downtime, allow the franchise and the brand to breathe, put out one really good movie, and just give themselves a whole fiscal year of theatrical success without any of the negative headlines that have seemed to surround movies that are either doing poorly at the box office or getting critically slammed, some of the stuff that went into this year. Now, what this means for Marvel Studios' long-term plan, I think it's absolutely inevitable, pun totally intended, that they're going to move those films, Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, even further down the road. Think about it. We're going to get through the end of 2025, and I don't suspect that Captain America Brave New World, Blade, or Thunderbolts are going to go too far in expanding what's going on with the multiverse. Deadpool and Wolverine will, and then we'll go almost a whole nother year without sort of revisiting what's happening there. And with only a couple of movies announced like Armor Wars, they still have to lay a ton of groundwork going into Secret Wars. Now, yes, I hear you. They can definitely spend Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty laying that groundwork, but we still need a pretty good lead into that film and what's going to happen now that Loki's taken his seat at the end of time as God of Stories. So to me, this all adds up to a even further delay for Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, where they now sit, I think, 2026 and 2027 are probably going to be 2027 and 2028. There was never a shot from the original announcement last year at San Diego Comic-Con that they were going to put out 2 Avengers films in a fiscal year. That was never going to happen. And now as we inch closer to 2025, it's so obvious that the couple year delays that they've already stuck on these films probably isn't enough. That's for the best. I want Marvel to take their time and put out the right films between now and then, so I have no problem with the slate becoming even further delayed. What is super interesting and fun though is we've sort of gotten towards the end of their announced theatrical releases with a bunch of dates to go in the coming years. We know the 3 dates a year that they have reserved. In some cases, they still have 4 dates on the calendar. We just don't know which titles are going to get slotted in there. And if the Avengers films keep moving further and further, there's more films to go. Possibly a World War Hulk project, possibly Iron Man 4, possibly that Nomad project. There are so many possibilities for what movies they're going to do, and to me, the longer they take, the more stakes they build, especially if they can keep it the quality of what they've been hitting recently, the better off the MCU will be. You guys let me know all your thoughts down below. I'm guessing a lot of us were suspecting delays like this. How are you feeling about one Marvel movie next year? I am all ears. Guys, I think it's a good thing. Take a little time off, get a breather. Maybe you don't feel the same way. You can let me know. Now quickly, let's announce a brand new winner for the PS5 giveaway. Congrats to Jessica Knitz for this comment right here. Glad to hear that you're a mom. I'm sure your kids are going to love the fact that you just won a PS5. Go ahead and reach out on my business email. It's under the About section on the channel, or you can DM me directly on Instagram. I'll get you verified and get the PlayStation sent right out. Guys, do not worry. If you didn't win this one, we have another PS5 giveaway tomorrow. Super simple to be entered to win, and all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.